Welcome to banddirector.com. This video on band instrument maintenance, setup and repair will focus on how to replace a flute head joint cork. The head cork has two extremely important functions. First, it seals one end of the instrument. Second, its placement determines the overall length of the air column of the flute. If the cork is leaky or loose, it is impossible for the flute to function properly. The tools you'll need to replace a head joint cork are a flute cleaning rod with a notch 17 millimeters from the end of the instrument, of course, a new head joint cork, a razor blade, a cutting block of some sort, a hockey puck works great, a pair of ordinary pliers, some beeswax, and a heat source. I like using a torch, but in this case a hairdryer would work just fine. Okay, we're ready to go. To replace the head joint cork, we'll start by removing the crown of the instrument, which should just unscrew for you. And then we can push the old head joint cork out of the instrument, and if it needs to be replaced, it usually will just fall out. So what we want to make sure is that we remove the cork from the large end or the tenon end of the head joint. We'll notice that this is tapered here, and if we try to push the cork out this end, this metal plate could possibly damage this end here, and that would change our taper of the instrument. Next, we need to remove the cork from the assembly here, and if that's a little tight, you can grab it with the pliers to start it, and very often we do have to use the razor blade to cut the cork from the plate. We almost always have to use the razor blade to cut the cork from this end. Okay, now we want to take our new cork and compare its length. Well, it's a little bit too long, so we just need to shorten that up a bit. Okay, now we can mount our new cork on the assembly. And if you'd like, you can glue that. If you have time, make sure that's flush. Screw this back together again. Snug that up a little bit. Then I take some beeswax and I rub it on the cork. This will help seal it, and it will also help preserve the cork from moisture. It will also make inserting the cork a lot easier, as you'll see in a moment. Next, we drop the rod end in. We take our rod and push it until it's pretty snug. If it won't go all the way in, we can take our heat source or our hot air gun or hair dryer and gently heat that up. Make sure your flame doesn't go into the embouchure hole or you'll burn your brand new cork. That's till it's warm, and that'll melt the wax on there. And you can easily push this in the rest of the way. And what you want to do is get the cork so this 17 millimeter line is right dead center of your embouchure hole. Once you have that correct, screw your crown back on. Make any minor adjustments. Oh, that stayed right on. We're ready to go. With the Valentino emergency repair kit, it's really quick to get you through a concert. All we need to do is remove the old head joint cork assembly like we did before, and we don't even have to take this apart. Go into the case, we pull out an emergency head joint cork, peel off the paper backing and put the sticky side up against that plate. Then just push this whole thing into the flute. Push it in until this line is at the center of the embouchure hole like before. Screw it together and check it for any adjustments, and you're ready to go. Thanks for watching today's video. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. A link to my website, www.emersonmusical.com, is available through the Repair Products section on banddirector.com.